A good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take
Hey, keep trying hard for you want to.
Man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returning it is Moore. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Okay.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes...
Come on. This is like... That's how these niggas do
Want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoff.
It's caught inside the 25. And he makes it all the way down to the 19.
Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, you know, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
They'll run on first down. Moore. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Geez, I mean, what more can you say about Lamar Jackson? We know that he's got the quickness and the agility, but you know, if you wanted proof of his straight line speed, look no further.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
Second and goal from the 1. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Ravens 7, Browns nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Finds an opening past the 40. And all the way out to the 46. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
That's what the devil I said. That was my fault.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you
Nice. Nice.
feeding you the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
43-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This is the tight end, the Joker. And past the 35, maybe dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. On the carry, it's Chubb. Room here to run. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 21 yards. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run with Chubb. And the Browns are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
A 2-yard pickup brings up third and goal.
They'll give it to Chubb. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. First down after first down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Rolling to his right. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. The 30. 20. 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach your Charles to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
This will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. A CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback. Troy. When he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Jackson rolling to his left. That is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he will have a Ravens first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And the Ravens first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. On first down, Moore. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be
Watch that
second
defense.
down.
Yeah.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Now a give right side.
Oh, damn. Little Garrett.
Here, going down back at the 20.
That is the same way we came to end that
It's a
fast.
loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Cool.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
Oh, nice, nice.
Picked off at the 11.
I thought that bitch wasn't going to even react to that shit.
But that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge
Nice,
play,
nice.
slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one is incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready
Oh,
for
he
it.
went through that gap. Over here.
They worked this well upfield across the 45. Nick Chubb hit 21.95 miles an hour on a long touchdown run in 2019. 4th fastest in the NFL, and he flashed the big-time speed again there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a
Just
couple.
folded up in this.
Second down at the 50-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the
Don't
business.
pull Chubb. Oh,
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tap.
And he goes down. The Raiders
nice
able to get to
save.
him. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It's 4th down.
Yeah, you passed 50.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. He's got his tight end.
Nice,
Njoku.
nice,
And they
nice.
wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still making progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing it and let it work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Ravens.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. So we come
Nice
on
sack,
halftime
nice
with our
sack,
score
nice sack.
14-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. And
Come on, man.
Complete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's
well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll run on 1st down. Moore. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Lines up and lets it go for 6. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Curtis Samuel.
And that means damn, no safety.
Push further out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took
it's gonna be hard for you to try to find that playbook.
That should have been done in Big Sky Country. Already speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle.
Motherfucking hot dog. Man, let you get
another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. So, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. He's going to look deep down the field.
Hot dog.
And they're going to have this
okay.
Okay. Down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 46 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. It can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Yet another interception, and I just had to
Jeremy Chin.
But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot,
thank God he went wide.
What they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in.
That bitch would have just shift
The run only got a
the other
yard.
direction.
2nd and 9.
I'm fucked up.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moore, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
They were just trying to get their offense.
Come on, Stanley. I know it's Garrett, but damn,
This is just
Stanley.
going to make things worse.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone. Flushed out right. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against
He came up with a
when
block.
you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That's Curtis Samuel. Then he used to be on the Panthers.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want
that's
to victim
Curtis.
to it themselves.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down at 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Moore. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll move the chains.
And the Ravens first down.
They go play action with Jackson, and he's going to be hit and taken down. Back
That'd be big as hell.
What a nice read and play by the defense.
That was deep tackle.
Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
They go play action now. Jackson steps away to his left. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moore. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for the jumbo set. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he'll have the first down, getting this to the 14-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down, being chased out left. He's going to, and I think the ball's out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, fortuitous bounce there, the ball goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7.
Get it down.
To the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
That nigga pulled me right on in there.
Number 20 on the year, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moore. And he's met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Buying time to his left. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. On 3rd down. And they will get to him at the 7 first down marker. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moore, and he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Browns' 2-yard line.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it in for the score in the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on top
the
to their
fullback sneaky.
Country would say that's a little lead, yeah, a little extra on top.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, offer a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Ravens, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.